Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to this one, Project Minty. You've seen Minty, sorry I've got my dark glasses on. You've seen Project Minty before. As you know, this was Kim's car. She's now got Project Roxanne, which is all sorted. Still touching wood because she only got it yesterday. But we've got to buy for this one, potentially. So there's a few things that needs to be done. I think we've probably already explained it, but I'm just going to quickly go over it again and let you know what we've got to do. Hopefully it's going to be done really, really quickly. Let's go, let's do it. Project Minty. Okay, so it's actually a really nice car, Project Minty. It's as you 64 plate, as you can see, so 2014 pre-facelift. This was, I'm not sure, I think this was a Cat S, and I can't find the paperwork from when she got this, and it doesn't, unfortunately, I don't think it says, I can't go back that far on Copart. I got it from Copart, but I can't go back that far. I might actually try, well, I don't know where I got it from, I don't know which Copart it came from, that's the problem. I might be able to find out from that, actually. I might be able to figure out a way. I might give them a call, and if they could tell me. Or I could spend £6 on a mycarcheck.com HPI check, and that will tell me. But I think it was an S. So what we've got to do, clean it to start with, inside and out. It's filthy on the outside. It's a nice colour. I do like this colour. I wouldn't personally, obviously, it's a little bit of a girly colour. It is actually a fella who's after this one. It's got the facelift seats in it, so they're going to be cleaned. They're not too bad, but they need to be cleaned. Clear. Start again. Cleaned. Back's all right, but again, you know, I'll clean the whole thing, just freshen it up. I'm not going to take the seats out to do it. That's minging down there, so we'll give that a good clean, and we'll stick a new set of mats in as well. The parking sensors, if you remember, the horrible dark green ones, which at the time I said they're the wrong colour. She said, don't worry, I'm not bothered. So I put those in. Potentially they were too far that way, should have been a bit further over that way, but you know, next time I'll do a set, that's exactly what I'll do. They don't work. I tried to get them working, couldn't get them working, so I bought a new set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the box out of the new set and just connect it up, see if it works. If it doesn't, then I will replace them entirely. And then I'll paint them to the right colour. I've got a can of paint, so I'll paint them to the right colour. The wheels are okay, not too bad. There's no dents or anything in it. Apart from, this doesn't really show up, except at night. There's a slight, it's not there, is it? It's just there. You can't see it, you really can't see it. There's a very, very slight, where that's been pushed in. So something's caught that. So I'm just going to get a tool in there and pull it out. You can see it at night because it casts a shadow. But during the day you can't really see it unless I'm pointing it out, or you run your finger along it. You can just about feel that it goes in just there. So I'm just going to get a pulling tool in there and give it a good pull, or gentle pull, because it's not much, it's only a little bit. So it's probably happened in a car park. Someone's probably whacked their door on it, I imagine, in a supermarket car park. Wheels are rotten, so I'll give those a good clean, but they're not in too bad a condition, to be honest. So work-wise, this has had a new thermostat. It's had 2 new tyres for its MOT. I've just given it a full service. It's had new front brakes, complete new front brakes, discs and pads. The only thing I didn't do was the cabin filter. So I've got some cabin filter, so I've never done one before. And I know it's a pain in the backside, but I did buy the correct 5.5mm spanner to do it. So it's a 5.5mm offset one, so like a swan neck type thing. And I did have a tip from one of the subscribers that get a bit of wood or something onto the clutch pedal and push the clutch pedal all the way down to get that off. So I will do that. And then the main thing that's got to be done, as you can see, you can probably see from the camera, but to me it sticks out like a sore thumb, is that bumper was new, and I couldn't get a bumper in colour. And she's had this car about 3 years. Ever since she's had this car, I have had Fiat 500 bumper green in my search list in eBay, and I've never been able to get one, an original in colour, the one that wasn't damaged, never. So this one was bought as a new bumper, painted to code. So I've bought a can of paint, which I believe is going to be the more greener one, and I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take the grill off, I'm going to take the badge off, I'm going to take these off, I'm going to leave those ones on because they tend to break. Obviously I'll take the lights out and I'm going to repaint it. Wish me luck, and hopefully it'll match. If it don't, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it looks awful like that. She was happy with it, I wasn't, but she wanted the car and she said she was happy with it and she's never complained about it since. Try and improve on the fit. It doesn't fit fantastically well there. I don't really know why. Again, you know, 3 years or more has passed since I did this, so I've got little ways to get around things like that to improve it now. So hopefully I might be able to do that. I think the other side's okay. The gap could be better there. Gap could be better. So the gap's all right around the other side. It's just it needs pushing in a little bit further. So obviously the bumper's got to come off to paint it anyway. I'm not painting it on the car. I'm painting it off the car. So what I will do, yeah, gap-wise it's okay that side. What I'll do is manipulate that wing a little bit, see if we can sort that out. And what was the other thing I was going to... Yeah, try and sort out the gap. So that, as I know now, that bottom bar, if you lift that bottom bar up as far as it will go, that tends to be what causes those gaps. If you've got an unequal gap and the gap is bigger here, it tends to be because that bottom bar is too low, it pulls it down at the corner, which I've found out over the years. Doesn't always work. Sometimes there's more to it than that, but it does work. So we're going to try that. So that's pretty much all we got to do. Bumper, parking sensors, a little bit on the door, tidying it up, cleaning it inside. It's all been serviced about a month ago. Just been MOT'd about a month ago. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a month and a half ago. Yeah, it's a nice little car. It's done 51,000 miles. She still hasn't given me the service book yet. She's got it at home because I never stamped the service book when I did it because she didn't have it. Because she moved home, well, 18 months or so ago now. And she still hasn't unpacked a load of stuff, so it's down in the basement in a box, so she's got to get it out. She's got the logbook. She's had to, actually, no, she couldn't find the logbook either, so she's sent off the £25 to the DVLA to get a new logbook as well. Obviously, it won't put another owner on the car. It will just be a replacement logbook in her name. Yeah, so what I'm hoping, I'm going to clean it now. I'm going to give it a citrus wash, snow foam it, bucket and sponge it, just for now. Try and get the wheels a bit cleaner. Then next week we'll come back, we'll do this bumper, we'll do those other bits and pieces, get it cleaned inside. If we can have a nice sunny day, would be nice. We can get the seats dry, and I'm hoping I can get it done by next weekend. Today is Saturday, Mother's Day tomorrow. My wife is off work on Monday, so I won't be working on cars on Monday. I've got another car coming on Tuesday, so hopefully we'll try and get this one done Wednesday, Thursday, hopefully. We'll see, fingers crossed. It. You saw all that in time lapse. Hope it didn't bore you too much. Oh, now that's wet. You can sort of see. You can see that where that's going in. I don't know if you can see it. Just see it where it's going in, and there as well. So there's two places, just there and just there. It's funny, isn't it? It just casts a little shadow. It's really weird. It's really bizarre the way you can see it when it's wet and when it's dark, but you can't see it when it's dry. So what I've done is I've put the old fallout remover, the Dragon's Breath. on that one and on that one. And on the other side, I've used something else which I've just bought. I thought I'd just try some different products. That one, I don't think shows purple when it reacts, but I'll show you what it is. It's this stuff, Armour All, wheel and tyre with a spelt wrong. Yeah, with foaming action. I don't see any foam. Spray a little bit more on. I've turned it off now, hang on. Oh, it's foaming now. It didn't foam when I... How weird. Maybe I didn't shake it enough. So it is foaming a bit. I don't know how much of this stuff you're meant to use. I'll just spray it on and hope for the best, really. Dissolves brake dust and grime to reveal beautiful shiny wheels. So, saturate cool wheel with Armour All wheel and tyre cleaner, allowed to soak for 30 seconds, loosen stubborn dirt with a brush or cloth. And I have bought, I'll show you what else I've bought. Da-da-da-da. No expense spared. A Maguire's wheel brush. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's too good a brush to clean your wheels with. It's beautiful. Look at that, quality. 20 quid that was. Quite expensive, but the car is now clean. You saw me do inside the boot as well. It's lovely and clean. It is really nice when it's clean, this. When it's all polished up and waxed and that, it'll look $1 million. Just hope we can get that bumper to match. When it's wet, it doesn't look that much different. Strange, isn't it? So I'm just going to quickly do these wheels, and then we'll towel dry the car off. It's probably actually drying already. I think I put the built hammer on it last time I had it, so it's beaded a little bit. But yeah, it looks quite dry actually. But I'm not going to film this. Let's just get this done, and then we'll have a clean up on the inside as well, I think. Right, done the wheels. As you can see, they're still a bit dirty there. Quite a bit dirty, and I scrubbed them quite well. Back one's not too bad, but then of course the front ones being discs are always the worst. So a lot of that has not come off. That's using the Dragon's Breath fallout remover. Now, fallout remover is not really wheel cleaner, is it? It's fallout remover. When you look at this one, which was very identical, it's pretty, no contest. Look at it, it's clean. There's a couple of little bits on it, but these are quite awkward wheels to clean, to be fair. But chalk and cheese. So I'm going to go around and do that one again. Do the other sort of, I won't, I'll just do the front one. The back one's alright, but yeah. Absolute chalk and cheese. They could do with taking the wheels off and doing because the inside bits it's easy to get to from the other side. Whether I will bother doing that, I need to get this as a quick turnaround and get out the door. So I'm not going to be too fussy, but yeah, I might take the wheels off and do that. But yeah, chalk and cheese, that wheel cleaner, it's definitely the best one. Right, let's do the other one. Right, that's the other wheel done. Car's all dried off. Looks lovely. There is a little parking ding there. I'll have to see if I can get that out if I can. Yeah. Another little parking ding. It's not bad. It's in good condition, this though. But yeah, I'll have to see if we can pull that out with a hot glue or the cold glue or one of the others. As well as doing that door, which I might have a go at in a minute. But first thing I'm going to do, I'm not cleaning the seats today because it's like 3:30 in the afternoon now. So, and it's been raining all day. I only came out to do this because the sun came out. Oh, I've just seen 3p down there. I'm in profit already. We'll get rid of that. These are the cheap ones that I used to put in the car from Wilkinson's. They were £6 for a set of 4. She's had them a few years, so they ain't done bad, have they? But the carpet's minging. I might even clean that carpet down there. I'll see how it comes up. Just hoovering it. I might actually clean it. I'm not going to clean the rest of the carpets because, as far as I know, nothing's been spilt on them and they just need a good clean. The seats will obviously have a nice good clean. Even they're not that bad, to be fair. Yeah, let's get this hoovered. And then we'll have a go at that door. I'm not going to film me hoovering this. I've got to clean up all these door shuts. Obviously, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll wait until the car's, on its final stages. I just wanted to get it. Well, I say relatively clean. It's absolutely spotless on the outside now. Wheels as well, really, pretty much. Yeah, it looks nice. We've got the paint here, mint green. So it's Latte Minter. So when I spoke to Alison at Paints for You, she sent me a text of 3 paint chips, a WhatsApp message with 3 different paint chips, and this one was the greenest of the 3. So I'm hoping that this is going to be it, and it's going to match. Now Alex at Car Salvage 101 got a car when I got this, I think it was the day I had this in for a service. He came when he came and visited me. He'd picked up an identical car to this, which you may have seen on Alex's channel, Car Salvage 101. If you haven't subscribed, pop along. He's fast approaching that 1,000 mark now, so he needs the subscribers. So if you haven't, I think he's done about 15, 16 500s now. Pop along and have a look at Alex's channel. Right, I'm just going to have a quick go at this. I've discovered that I'm going to have to open the door because the thickness of this thing doesn't even go in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it with a pen or something. Let me just grab a pen. Can't find my non-permanent marker, so I'm just going to try and do it with a pencil. So it's sort of that you can see. So it's about sort of there. It's about there. And then there. It's about there. So it's not, it's a tiny, tiny amount. Right, so I'm going to open the door and do it. Ah, I can't do that. It goes in, doesn't it? Cool, so how am I going to do that then? Ah, okay. That's not going to work then. Let me try that again. That's if I open the door. If I open the door wide. No. I need a thinner one. Now I might have a thinner one in, which toolkit is it? I've got a toolkit with a smaller one of these basically. I'm going to have to see if I can find that. This just isn't going to work. Let me try and see if I can find it. No, I haven't got one. I thought I did. I need something that can get into that narrow gap. I'm not sure if I'll actually get anything. I might have to try and, don't know, I can't think of any other way of doing it apart from trying to use the glue, and that's right on that edge. I don't think it's going to be very successful. That's a nuisance, short of taking the door off, and I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I'm going to go on Amazon and see if there is anything that I can get that will do it. Something that's got a narrower piece that you can get in there. Failing that, it's going to have to be glue. So we'll leave those pencil marks on there for now. Oh, what a pain. Yeah, let's see what we can find and we'll come back. There's no massive rush. We can do it next week. I just thought I'd do it now as I had a spare few minutes, but yeah, never mind. We'll come back next week. And anyway, the bumper is more important to get painted than anything else. So we'll see if we can get one or get something on Amazon, something lightweight. I'm not sure we'll manage to get anything quite that thin, but we'll give it a go. Morning, welcome back to Project Minty stroke Pippa. Kim used to call it Pippa. I didn't know why. Apparently it's short for peppermint. But I've called it Project Minty for obvious reasons. So it's Tuesday today. You might be able to see that it's a little bit brighter today. Today is going to be, it's Tuesday today, did I just say that? It's Tuesday today, and today is apparently the best day for weather. So we need to get this bumper done today. If I have to put, there's a possibility of showers. There is a bit of a breeze, so I may have to put the gazebo up, but I'm going to try and do it without putting the gazebo up if I can. Let's get this bumper off. Let's get on with this. Let's see if we can get it done. Off, doesn't take long. Yeah, so as you can see, when I did this, it had a new condenser. I can't remember, I need to look back at my list of costs because I haven't got this wasn't on video when I did this car, so I can't remember off the top of my head. I've got a feeling I did dash and airbags on this one. I'm not sure. I can't even remember what category it is, but I need to I need to have a look because I need to be able to tell the person when they say what's been done. I need to be able to tell them. Yeah. Obviously none of this needs doing. It's already been done. I'll tell you what did want to do, actually, shall I bother? There was a little crack in there, and I put some tape on it. I don't know whether to, I think I might have one actually. I might be able to change it. Yeah, right. I need to get this bumper stripped down. I'm actually expecting another car to come today. That will all be revealed in a separate video that you'll see in a couple of weeks' time. But it is for one of the channel subscribers who I've met before, Sean from the Isle of Wight. He is. Yeah, I won't go into details of it now, but yeah, he's been asking me to look for a car for him this year. It is a bit early in the year, but he spotted this one. He let me know. It's a good low mileage car, and I absolutely got it for a steal. So yeah, he's going to do some of the work, and I'm going to do some of the work. So anyway, that's another story. We'll be doing the walk around video on that today when it arrives, but you'll see it in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, right, so what did I say? I'm going to take all the bits off the bumper as much as I can, but except for the wide whiskers, because they do tend to break when they come off. Going to rub it down, key it up, get it in paint, get it in lacquer, and then get it back on the car today, just to protect it. I won't, obviously, I'm not going to flat and polish it today. I'll do that tomorrow. Hoping we might have to put the gazebo up here tomorrow if it's raining. It's clouded over now. It was blue sky. It has clouded over. I am hoping the weather's going to hold. Otherwise, I will have to get the gazebo out today as well, just to keep it out of the rain. But hopefully, we won't get any rain. But we'll see. Anyway, let's enough of that. Let's get on with it. Let's get it stripped down and rubbed down and ready for paint. Right, that's all rubbed down, keyed up. 400 and 600 grit, and then one of them things, whatever you call them, their name escapes me at the minute. So I've just jet washed it clean. Oh, just spotted a bit of mist. Yeah, I've jet washed it clean. Obviously I'm going to go over it with panel wipe. It is damply raining. There's just sort of drizzle, I suppose you'd call it. So I quite clearly can't do it out here. I think it is going to brighten up, but I want to get it done. So I'm going to put the gazebo up. I'm probably just going to put a couple of sides up. I might put, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so it's sort of ready now for drying, masking up, cleaning, and then tack ragging. And then we'll get some paint on it. I'm just nervous about whether it's going to match or not. We'll soon see. I'll just get the gazebo set up, get it all suspended on the ladder, get it cleaned, tack ragged, etc., masked, and then we'll come back and get it painted. So let's do it. All done. Well, no, it's not all done. You saw me doing it. I'm not going to go in there. I'm just going to poke around the edge. So it looks like green, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it looks greener than it was before. I haven't used all the paint. I've saved some of the paint. But the sun's out again now. Look, typical. I think it was still wise to do it in there just in case there was any moisture in the air. I mean, obviously the grass is wet, which doesn't help, but yeah, we'll come back and we'll do the clear coating in about 20 minutes or so. filming the walk around of the new car, and I noticed that this was on its side, and so was that. And look at it. I swore, I've ruined it. Bastard. Can you believe it? Look at that. Absolutely ruined it. It was looking so nice as well. It's so lovely and smooth and shiny. And a little bit there as well. And down there. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So what I'm going to have to do is let it dry. I'll rub it down in the places that it's been affected, and then I'll have to clear coat it again tomorrow. Oh, can you believe that? I can't believe that. That is ridiculous. If only it had taken a little bit longer before it blew over. I didn't think it was that windy. I'm going to take the gazebo down, put it away, and I'll do this on the car tomorrow. I can't believe that. Absolutely ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. It came out so nice. Man. As I say, I don't know whether it's going to match or not. In fact, I might even cut it down and take it out and have a look now. See if it matches. A bonus point, apart from the fact I've ruined the bumper, it does match much better. In fact, it may be a little bit too green. So, I reckon the original one was painted in the really light green. So it does look slightly different. So I may actually blend it into the wings and the bonnet. So yeah, I've got the greener one. It looks much worse through the camera. Much worse. I don't know why it does that. It's always the same with that. But yeah, it does look much worse through the camera. And as you move around, it doesn't look so bad, but it is a bit too green. I do have to say. So I might just blend it into the wings and into the bonnet just to. But I tell you what, it's an absolutely mirror finish. Apart from where I've ruined it, it's an absolute mirror finish. So I wasn't stingy with the clear coat, and oh man, I'll tell you what, it's perfect. I can't believe I've ruined it. It's a shame the colour's a bit out. So if that happens, well, I probably won't get another one in this colour, but if I did, then I'd go for the middle one. So the one I had previously must have been the really light version of the colour. Oh, God, look at it. I'm not going to try and take all those bits of grass off. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll have to sand that down and then re-clear that bit. So frustrating. So frustrating. All that hard work. Unbelievable. I'm so gutted about this bumper. I'll tell you what, the finish on it, apart from where the wind and the ground has destroyed it, I think I'm going to have a go at it today actually. It's been a couple of hours now since it went on, so I'm going to have a go at rubbing it down a bit, and then I can then still get it polished and put back on properly tomorrow, assuming it hasn't done any damage to the actual paint. I think it's just a clear. But the finish, I'll show it to you once it's on and what have you, but I would go as far to say, even though I haven't polished this yet, I would go as far to say that this is a body shop finish. It is absolutely faultless. It really is. When I look at it, it's shiny. I mean, obviously it will be shinier once I've polished it. There's not a mark. Oh, there's not a mark on it. There's not a blemish on it. It's shiny, it's smooth, there's no orange, but it is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe how good it is. Now that has come from me listening to you and not being stingy with the clear coat. So I did, was it 3 coats or 4 coats of clear coat? But the last coat was a really heavy coat. I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a chance. If it runs, it runs, and I can sand the runs out. There are no runs, and the finish is absolutely perfect. I can't get over. I can't express to you how good it is. I bought myself a spray gun. I don't even think I need it. It's amazing. It really that Pro XL lacquer is. I can't speak highly enough of that stuff. It is fantastic. Anyway, enough of that admiration for what I've done. I'm just so gutted about that. Absolutely sick as a parrot about that. the next thing I'm going to do, I've also got to paint or sort out in one way or another the rear sensors, parking sensors. So I've got the ones in the boot, which are the new ones that I've bought. So I'm going to try putting the box in. Let's go around there and show you what I'm going to do. Right, so obviously we've got the sensors, we've got the parking, we've got the new ones here. And within those we've got black sensors, which I can paint and replace those if necessary. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, so sometimes they're not cross compatible, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can get this box and the sounder that comes with it to work with the sensors that are already in it. That way I haven't got to take these sensors out. However, I have got to pull the sensors out a bit because I've got to paint them. So I've got to pull them out, mask around them, rub them down, mask around them, and then paint them. So, but I'd rather use those ones if I can. So I'm just going to have a little fiddle around, move stuff around, get that side carpet off down there, so I can get to the box. I think I took the box out, but I'm just going to have a little fiddle around, see if I can actually physically get it to work, and then we'll come back and we'll decide what we're going to do with it. So none of these units seem to be cross compatible. The one that I bought for this car, the control box, one of the plugs is all bent over. Cheap Chinese rubbish. But I've got another one, and I've bunged the box in there. I've wired it properly into the earth, not screwed into there like I've previously done. I've wired it into the reversing light and into the earth, and then I've run a cable all the way along here. And neatly, we got not only is it an alarm, it shows you it's got like a marching display. I'll show you at some point. It's got a little marching display and tells you how far away it is as well. And then I've run the wire all the way along there, down there, along the kick panel, under there, up underneath the seat. I've loosened the seat so I can get the cable underneath, and then it comes up out here, and then it will go behind the carpet panel when I put that carpet back on. I've just got to clear. I put this back on, and I've ended up catching the mat underneath it, so I've got to just remove that and try again. I have to get all this stuff out of the boot, and then I'll put the carpet back. That's good, so that works now. So all I've got to do now is paint them, which is handy not having to change them. So I'll just get them painted, and hopefully that'll be it. That's assuming they still... I have painted some in the past, so they do work once you've painted them. Thankfully. I'm still so upset about this. Oh. Right, that's the end of the day today. I've rubbed it down. Some bits I've repainted and then re-lacquered. Some I've got away with just re-lacquering it. But do you know what? In this light, the paint colour I don't know what it looks like on camera, but paint colour actually looks very, very similar. If I was to blend in the wings and the bonnet, I would have to order another can of paint, and I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I think it was really, really light before, far too light. Now, yes, it is a little bit greener, but you know, bumpers always look different anyway, don't they? So you know what? Based on, I'm looking at it at the side, and yeah, I mean, it's fresh paint for a start, isn't it? It does look a bit greener, but I don't think it's enough to warrant messing around. So tomorrow I'm going to polish it up, I'm going to put everything back on, and then put the bumper back, and that'll be job done. I'm absolutely gutted that it spoiled it, because it's not perfect what I've redone, but I just needed to get it done. But other than that, this bumper is absolutely perfect. I'm defies belief how good this has come out. I really can't. It's great, fantastic. I've got a little bit more work to do because I've got to raise that bar up so we can try and improve on those gaps. I can't remember, but I need to look at that the bracket as well. See what the situation is with that. Maybe might have to put a new one on. I'm not sure whether it's... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that'll be tomorrow. But I think for this video, we're going to end this here. And then we'll have one more video, which will be getting this finished, getting the interior cleaned, and that'll be job done. Let me just show you the sensors. So the sensors, I think I've already told you, I've got them working. I've painted them all and I've lacquered them all. And all I've got to do now is hope they still work. So they're all dry now, so I'm going to take that tape off, push them back in, and then try them again for the final time. I wish I'd done that the first time. Because, of course, before I put them in, I could have, originally back in 2019 or whenever it was she had this car, I could have actually painted them before I put them in, of course. But they look much better now. They're not olive green, metallic olive green. So let's get these bits of tape off, and then that'll be it. But as I say, I'm going to finish this video here, and then it'll be on the next one. So I recorded my little closing bit of talking last night, and then realised afterwards that my microphone down here had run out of battery. So I'm having to do it now. So it's Wednesday today. This is tonight's video, which I will have to process at lunchtime when my wife's not working on the computer. So yeah, as you can see, it's a rainy day today, but this will be the next video. So we're going to end this one here because it's getting a little bit too long, I think. I've calmed down a bit now from the bumper. It's looking all right this morning. It is wet, but it's looking all right. Fingers crossed. But we're going to carry on with that today. Probably be one more video to come because there's not much left to do. Give it a clean on the inside, get that bumper finished. It's already been serviced and all that, so I just need to get the books off of Kim. Waiting for the logbook to come back, and then I can contact that person and tell them it's ready. So yeah, that's it for the time being. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Thanks for your comments. If you're not a subscriber, please click on the button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next week on this one to finish it off. So thanks for watching. As always, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.